All right, so I thought I'd tell you a bunch of jobs that I've done in the past. When I was younger, I think like 15 or 16. I remember when I started it. I think I was 15. But I started a job putting in fixtures for our trailer park for light fixtures and stuff, just putting them in there and stuff. I was there for maybe a week or two. I don't remember how long I was there, but I did almost all the trailers all the lamps that needed all the lights. And then after I was done with that, the boss wanted me to put the big long pieces of wood for mailboxes onto the other side, onto the other side of the tennis court, and were actually really really long, and I was like a really small kid at times, so I wasn't going to do that. So what I did is I wrote him a note and said I went to the bathroom and I didn't come back. Yeah, it just didn't work out. But the second job I worked in grocery, which it's okay. I was a bag boy. Sorry about my glasses. But yeah, I was bagging food for everybody else. I was putting groceries into people's cars if they needed it. But just helping out. And then we were, of course, doing carts once in a while. I hated doing carts. Nobody likes doing carts. Like they know they have to do it because it's their job. It's their duty to do it. But it gets windy, it gets rainy, and you're in it, and you don't really want to be in it. There was a day where it was really hot outside, and I had to be in it all day long, and I was only there 4 hours, but it felt like a long time. Like when you're working 4 hours, you're a kid. You're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this stuff. But I'm doing it because I'm getting paid. And they didn't really pay that much back then. I was getting 5.45 an hour, and then later on, I had to leave that job because I was moving to another town, which is very close. But then I was able to get the job back like a month later, and they paid me 5.25, which was lower than what I was supposed to be getting paid. So that's really goofy. But yeah, that was Cops Food Center. That's closed now. It's gone. But after that, I went to Chilton Metal Products with my dad because my dad worked there. He didn't own the place. He just worked there. Um, we well, he was in fabrication. I was in spot welding. So I was spot welding all the lawnmower hoses and stuff. That was interesting. It wasn't fun. None of that was fun. Getting your fingers burnt. Like the small ones, I'm fine with the little brackets that we had to spot weld. That wasn't that bad. Sometimes your thumb would get zapped, but you wouldn't get zapped. It would just burn your thumb. So you gotta be careful with how you did it. Um, my favorite one was putting the little rivets in the holes and just and it just goes down and zaps it. But it does get boring after a while. Um, it's always exciting getting zapped by a machine, but I didn't totally get zapped. It was my glove that got zapped, and you had to wear gloves on that. Um, and then every once in a while, you had to file it down, make sure that the four prong thing, the rivet zapper, I call it, gets it's got to be filed down or whatever. And then another job I had in that building was working in propane. Propane, that's kind of dangerous, but if you don't know, yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Um, there's citronella, there's yellow map gas, and there's propane, like regular propane. It's a blue can. So there's blue, yellow, green, and very rare is it red. Like there's red. I don't remember what red was. I think red was a special one, or it was just a red propane bottle. I don't remember what it was, but you had to do that kind of stuff, and then there was a water tank that the bottles had to go through, so it was a testing to make sure nothing blows up. And one time there was a blow up. It wasn't a fire, but it was a lady who was narcoleptic. She was sleeping at the water tank, and she didn't really understand what happened. And it went boom because she woke up, and then she went to go lay down on the ground. Like she wasn't dead. She was scared as hell. But seriously, if you're narcoleptic, if you have that kind of problem, you should probably go on disability, or it's disability, so go on disability. Like you don't need to work if you're narcoleptic, but some people just want to work. But that's dangerous. You don't want to be working all of a sudden, boom. What if there is a fire? You don't want to have a fire. Um, and then a couple times when I was on break, there was a fire there, and I wasn't able to be around. Which it's okay. I don't want to be around when there's a fire, but I was on break. Um, but that's how propane is. I don't know why. I also worked in plastics too. I didn't stay in plastics. It was more like a we need you type thing because you don't have anything else to do, so we had sent you over there. I didn't really like it very much because you had to cut out the doors to the heck is that called? Um, what's the doors called? Oh, the bathroom stalls that you use at a fair or whatever. The porta potties. You just cut those all out and whatever. But yeah, that's that was kind of hard. It wasn't easy. It was just like you had to use the regular cutters, like whoop, and that's what that was. Um, what did I do after that? I went to work at a rock quarry. That was Beagle Stone. It's just a bunch of rocks. You had to do your exercises in the beginning because if you don't do your exercises, you're going to strain something, which is very, very probably easy to do with a lot of those rocks because they're pretty heavy. The ones I worked with were actually medium sized most of the time. There was a rock where I had to put it on top of the conveyor belt, and I didn't want to do that one. I wasn't even strong enough. I don't think even the muscle man was, but I got it up there. It took it like maybe 10 minutes to just push the damn thing up. Ugh. But yeah, I pushed it up so I can get chopped down. I don't think I was controlling that machine. I think I was just trying to bring it up, like, 'cause I was working right there. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't a great job, but it, people worked there. It's okay. Um, the coolest thing was the dynamite, but you had to be away from it because if you're near it, you're gonna get yourself hurt. But you would hear, whoa, that was cool. And then the worst part was the bees, because if you're in the wrong area, you're gonna get stung by bees. And I got stung like 5 times on the back, which happens. Uh, what did I do next? I think after that, I went to work at a job placement place, which was mostly metal work, which not bad. No, it was aluminum. I was working with aluminum, and that was okay. It's aluminum, but the job wasn't hard. Like there's a lot of easy jobs, but there's people who made the conversation hard towards you, so it made the job hard a little bit. Like, dude, just chill. I know what I'm doing. Just show me what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna do. And they got kind of snotty, or maybe he doesn't want to do this job, so I'm gonna give him some BS. Say, okay, do that, whatever. Um, Easier job was working in paper. Like you were working with newspapers or you were working with magazines. Like, uh, you don't know what quality, well, not quality packaging. Um, what was that other one? Quad graphics. That's in, uh, that's in Lemira. No, not Lemira. Is it? That's in Lemira. I don't remember where it's at. But pretty much, I wasn't able to work there. But there was another place that was like that where I was working. That was pretty cool. The cafeteria was kind of cool. I liked it because it just looked spacious. But working at those places, I didn't mind them. It's 12 hours a day. So worked three days a week. And then I guess later on they did 4 days. I don't remember what it was. It was 12 on, 4 off. I don't know. No, 3 on, 4 off, 12 hours a days. But it wasn't too bad. I didn't mind it because I was getting paid 12 hours. But it didn't last very long. Those were job placement places. But, work is work.